Many leaders in Cameroon, starting from President Paul Biya, believe that they are above the law because they do not in any way respect the constitution, which is the highest law in Cameroon. Today we will go through a part 1 of the 1996 constitution, and then we will be looking at article 1, sub 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I am going to read through it, and then after that we will talk. But remember to subscribe to TFA Talking Point. The article 1 sub 1 says, the United Republic of Cameroon shall, with effect from the date of entry into force of this law, be known as Republic of Cameroon. Law number 84/1 of 4th February 1984. Sub 2 say, the Republic of Cameroon shall be a decentralized, a unitary state. It shall be one and indivisible, secular, democratic, and dedicated to social service. It shall recognize and protect traditional values that conform to democratic principles, human rights, and the law. It shall ensure the equality of all citizens before the law. 3. The official languages of the Republic of Cameroon shall be English and French, both languages having the same status. The state shall guarantee the promotion of bilingualism throughout the country. It shall endeavor to protect and promote national languages. 4. Its motto shall be peace, work, fatherland. The flag shall be 3 equal vertical strips of green, red, and yellow, charged with 1 gold star in the center of the red stream. This is part 1, article 1 of the 1996 constitution, sub 1 to 5. And looking through it, you discover that the government of President Paul Biya is not respecting anything there, apart from the name that was changed by President Paul Biya in 1984 from the United Republic of Cameroon to Republic of Cameroon, the name that French Cameroon got independence with. And this provoked the people of Southern Cameroon, and they came out with the name Ambazonia, declaring their own independence that President Paul Biya had clearly separated from a British Southern Cameroon. And this was one of the problems of the Anglophone population in Cameroon. The second part talk about decentralization. So decentralization came into existence, was written in the 1996 constitution, but President Paul Biya covered it and who on to centralization. And the centralization, it created the problem of marginalization, oppression and repression, and frustrated thousands and millions of Cameroonians. And President Paul Biya only came out with the issue of decentralization after the Anglophone crisis, or after the Ambazonia took over the Anglophone crisis. And throughout the major national dialogue, that is what they imposed on the population and say they should go for a decentralization. I'm asking President Paul Biya, what happened that since 1996, you refuse to implement decentralization? The second point says that what under that sub 2 say it shall be one and indivisible. That is, the Republic of Cameroon shall be one and indivisible. And then I'm asking, the problem here is that what the government of President Paul Biya and those supporting him interpreted this notion or this word one and indivisible very differently, and that is why they are creating a lot of problems in Cameroon because of this particular word one and indivisible. Nigeria, when Cameroon was when Cameroon was under federation, under federal government, like the two-state federation, East Cameroon and West Cameroon, it's still one and indivisible Cameroon. Nigeria is having more than 30-something state, federal state. In Nigeria is still one and indivisible. United States of America is having a 50 federal state. That is still, United States of America is still one and indivisible. So the kind of interpretation the government of President Paul Biya they are having in their mind is one of the reasons behind all the trouble we are having in Cameroon. Because anybody that say Southern Cameroon, they want to fight the person as if the person want to separate. It must be one. No. They talk about a democratic and dedicated to say a social service. I have not seen that. There is no democracy in Cameroon. Because if there is democracy in Cameroon, one person cannot be in power. Cameroonians, if you go through the street of Cameroon and interview people, there is out of 10 people, maybe only one person will say, I want President Paul Biya to be there. 9 out of 10 people in Cameroon are against President Paul Biya. They don't want. And President Paul Biya said he is practicing democracy. And then they went ahead. Some part that we have to talk about equality of all citizens before the law. This, the government does not even want to. This does not even happen. Is not found anywhere. Because thousands of Cameroonians are perishing in prison, or some pushed under below poverty lines, some their property taken away before the law in Cameroon, before the court in Cameroon, by powerful and rich people, politicians and elite. Not all Cameroonians are equal before the law. There are some that are above the law, like all those working with the government of President Paul Biya. They are all above the law because of the system they created in Cameroon. And a sub 3 talk about the 2 languages in Cameroon. These 2 languages are not equal. And this is one of the problems, the causes of the Anglophone crisis. One of the things that the population, the Southern Cameroonians have been crying of, this issue of language. Because English is not being considered as a language. And the government of President Paul Biya has been struggling by all possible means to harmonize English and French in order to kill English. They have struggled by all possible means to assimilate the people of Southern Cameroon in order to create a French country, or to make Cameroon a French country totally. They talk about bilingualism, but they are not promoting bilingualism because they are promoting the harmonization of the 2 languages. They are promoting but assimilation and not bilingualism. It's all for talk about the motto of the country: peace, work, fatherland. I believe the only thing left here is the fatherland. Peace disappear. Work, millions are unemployed. They do not have something doing. And that is why there is high rate of insecurity. There is no peace in Cameroon. There is no work in Cameroon. The only thing left for Cameroonians now is the fatherland.